Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Buddhist Clamper, bringing you a brand new episode of
Ask a Clamper,
where I answer all of your most pressing questions. So please sit down, hold on, and enjoy the show. Alright, so these questions are being asked on Answers.com. I'm not getting them directly to me via Twitter or YouTube or anything, but I'm going to be doing everybody a favor and just answering them to the best of my ability. Alright, first question. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Coast Guard? The Commander-in-Chief of the Department of Defense, all of our military, would be the President of the United States of America, currently Barack Obama. Really kind of an underwhelming president, not very impressive, but hey, better than the last guy, that's my opinion. Next question. A blood-sucking African fly. That's not even in a question format, but I'm just assuming you're asking what that might be. I believe you might be talking about the tsetse fly. I don't know a whole lot about the tsetse fly, but I guess it can bite you and you kind of fall asleep and possibly die. So not a very fun thing. Oh, what are little white bumps on my genitals? You should probably not be asking that on Answers.com. I would go to a doctor as soon as possible. It could be a multitude of sexually transmitted diseases or infections. I don't know. Sorry, can't help you there. How many plugs on a 2005 Kia Optima? Spark plugs? Is that what you're asking? How many cylinders does it have? V6? Is it a 4-cylinder? That should probably answer your question if you have that information. What is Nick Mara's phone number? I don't know who the fuck Nick Mara is. So, moving on. How do you win a fight in karate? I believe karate translates into English as empty hand, meaning you don't use weapons. I'm assuming you're asking, like, how do you win a fight using karate? Like, just the wording is a little, like, I don't know. I guess karate can be a noun, like, in karate, but it's also a verb? I don't know. Get good at it. And I think the idea of most martial arts isn't to just kick people's asses. It's to defend yourself and teach yourself discipline and whatnot. I don't know. Never really took karate myself. So I gotta ask what your motivation is. Are you, like, getting bullied at school? Is this question coming from, you know, 10-year-old, 12-year-old boy who wants to beat somebody up? If you're getting bullied, it's to a point where your life is, you know, just unenjoyable and you're having problems. I would tell your parents or tell some school officials before you try to get into a fight. That usually doesn't solve any problems, but, you know, whatever. That's just how I feel about that. Why is Orlando's vag itchy? This was in the animals category, so I'm assuming you have a female dog or cat named Orlando, which is I find kind of strange because that's a man's name, unless you have kidnapped Orlando Bloom and performed some sort of a sex change on him and he's now your pet, and that is even stranger. So I have no idea why your pet's vag is itchy. I don't know, maybe dogs can get yeast infections. I would consult a veterinarian. Is teriyaki good? Yeah, it is good. I like it. I don't eat it that often, but what to do when your mom walks in on you blowing your boyfriend? Tricky one. I don't know how close you and your mom are. I don't know any specifics, how old you are, you know, when this happened. All these questions I did get just yesterday. They're all brand new questions from yesterday, May 18th. So, the blowing the boyfriend. It could probably be pretty awkward. First, I will check on how your boyfriend's holding up. He might be emotionally scarred, or at least a little frightened. And if this just happened recently, I wouldn't necessarily bring anything up right away with your mom. If things continue to be really awkward with your mom, you might want to acknowledge it and then talk about it. Like I said, I think I said, I'm assuming that you're probably a teenage girl, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, living at home with your parents, and if they have already had a talk with you, I know talking to your parents about sex is really awkward, but if they've had a talk with you about it and they're open, and obviously you're not in like trouble for it, then you can just bring it up and just, you know, just talk about it, get it out there, and let your mom know that if you are sexually active, you're using protection, and please, for God's sake, use a condom if you are going to have intercourse. And yeah, that's definitely an awkward one, so I'd say just leave it alone, you know, unless things are really awkward. And if your mom wants to talk about it, just be open and, you know, tell her how you feel. You're growing up, you know, you're almost an adult. And next time, lock the door, or don't do that in the house when your mom is there. Maybe go out to a car, and it's not very romantic, I don't know. Or just wait for a better time, better place. A mountain range in Eastern California. Again, not really in the form of a question, but there's two mountain ranges that I'm aware of in Eastern California. One of them I grew up in, which is the Sierra Nevada mountain range. It's a pretty big-ass mountain range. I don't know exactly how far south it goes. I know it goes pretty far north until you reach the other one, which is the Cascade Mountain Range. I live kind of like right between the two right now in Chico, California. I'm in the valley below it, but I grew up in Placerville. It's in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountain range, which is pretty much where like Lake Tahoe is, and then all the mountains in Southern California, which I'm not familiar with, but it is a absolutely beautiful area, and there's a lot to do, and it's a great place to live. Yeah, the Cascade Mountain Range, I think that even goes all the way up through, starts in Northern California, maybe around where Mount Lassen is, maybe Tehama County area, just north of Butte County. But that goes all the way up through Oregon, Washington, and into Canada, I believe. And what is this question? What is 57 rounded to the nearest 10? I'm amazed that you don't know this, yet unlike 90% of other internet questions, you managed to not have any glaring misspellings or grammatical errors. Anyways, I'm not going to answer that question. You can figure that one out on your own. Yep, so this is Ask a Clamper with the Buddhist Clamper. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.